Hey guys. Alright, try and make a quick and simple card. I've got this is going to be a Valentine card, love you card, that kind of thing. I picked some papers out. I have this heart banner from Simon Says Stamps. I ran it through several of the papers. I just cut out some pieces of the papers and ran it through. It's super cute and super just really fine detail. And then I have all of the the hearts. So we're going to have some fun with this. So basically you're just going to kind of pop these out. Most of them come out super easy. Every once in a while there's one that doesn't, but yeah, that's super easy there. So we've got those. Put that over to the side here. I've got some Nina Classic Crest Solar White, super smooth cardstock. Christmas present. Got a whole ream of it. Yay! Also have the Simon Says Stamps handwritten borders. We're going to use that. And then I also have W+9, and it's called the Unforgettable. Yeah, Unforgettable. It's the one with the cute little elephants. Super cute. And I got the dies, and it's this die, so I'm just gonna, I've got these little, they actually sell them, I think Joanne sells them in the Notion section. They're actually, these were specifically to cut off the backs of buttons if you didn't want the shank on the back of the button. But they work for cutting this off. Get it in there. Well, these are a little closer together than some of the last ones that I've used this on. There we go. And that one just perfect. Perfect. So we got that. I've got some of the Nina Classic Crest Solar White. I'm going to use just simple Copic coloring, so I'm using the Memento. Got my little elephant on there. I'm going to stamp him. Make sure it gets a nice crisp image on there. Perfect. Okay. And I have W5, W3, and W1. And then I got a colorless blender, and I've got an R20. I'm going to just touch up a little bit on this R20, just give him some little bits of cheeks, and then just some little centers in these ears, right about there. And I'm going to hit it up with this colorless blender just to soften it a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to take my darkest, which is my W5. Get that set up there. Don't know if you can see it from that distance. Let me see if I can get you a little closer for the coloring. There we go. Just hope I remember to back it off for the rest of the card. That'll be interesting. Okay, so I'm just going to lightly get around some of these spots where there's going to be some shadow. So around the belly with the legs there, and at the ears. Just keeping the tip I'm not super great with this, but I've been trying to practice. Right along the bottom here, and right around the bottom here, then up the side, kind of getting this ear shadowed a little bit and giving it a little bit of roundness there. And then just the tips of these feet and the very tip of his long trunk there. Okay, so there's the W5. Now I'm doing W3. Make sure it's still got you in there. I'm sorry if I moved it. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to just take and flick just off the edge of that. And I'm actually going to flick it on both sides. So this one I'm just kind of coming off the line. And the other one I was coming right off of the, there we go. And then same thing down here. And you kind of want to flick in the direction that the item is going. So, you know, his ear is kind of going down, but to the side and down. And then here it's going a little towards the inside of the ear. Okay, and then we're going to just do a little flicking on the feet and then go a little further up on the trunk. Okay, and anything else? Let's do a little bit at the face and just kind of start getting that in. And I'm going to do a little bit up here off the nose. And okay, so there's W3. Now W1. I'm going to do it again. And I'm pretty much kind of flicking. I pretty much need to go from the other side of him into the color because this is the only 3 colors that I'm using on here. And then here I can flick out. And again, I'm kind of trying to make it flick in the direction that the body's going because I want to give it kind of this rounded look. So that's what I'm trying to get accomplished with this. And so now I'm going to flick and kind of fill these ears in. And get my cheeks all incorporated in with this. And top of the ears. And now I'm going to finish off his trunk. Okay, so I'm going to go through and do this all over again really quickly. Again, here is W5, and I'm going to the outside of the line. Here it is, belly. I'm going to the inside of his ear. And I'm going out a little further than I did before as I'm doing this, just to give it a little bit more depth. A little bit more on those front legs there, a little bit more on this. And I'm going to also touch I'm just basically not flicking, just touching that line right there. And I'm also going to give him a little bit more depth where that trunk comes into his face. Okay, so there's that. And the W3, I'm going to do this again, flick out, and then flick in, thinking round fat belly, flick out, and flick in, round fat belly, come out from the ears, down, and then up this way. Okay, down from the ears. Good. And back up that way. Good. Up here. And, oops, here's my W1, and we're just going to fill him in from here. Just trying to get rid of that harsh line. Go. Just working on getting rid of that harsh line. Okay. Now I find him super cute, and we're done with that. And we're going to die cut him out. And I'm just going to, oops, get him lined up. Grab a bit of my tacky tape. This is some just masking tape, and I just run it on my arm a little bit. I'm going to die cut this and I'll be right back. Okay, now let's see what we got here. Hello, there we go. Okay, super cute. Let me take this back out. Oops, back out a little bit now. Get him on there. Well, let me show ya. Super cute. Okay, let's get this back out here. Now, I've taken a 8.5 by 11 sheet and cut it in half, and so it's 4 1/4 by 11, and then I'm going to score it at 5 1/2. And this is 80-pound paper, so you want to make sure that you do a nice score line and then bend it down. Put this back. And let me get my brand new Teflon bone folder out. My girlfriend, Laurel, hi Laurel, gave that to me for Christmas. I'm quite excited about the whole thing. Okay, and actually, let me make sure this is clean here. Okay. Alright, so here's my card, and I'm going to, where is my, here we go. Okay, so I have my little hearts. And I have my elephant. And now I'm going to get my stamp out. And I'm going to take one of these. Let me move this. The thing I'm going to do is stamp my sentiment. Now I want to make sure that I get this. I've got my sentiment on here. I'm putting it over the paper so you can see it. And I want to make sure that I get this really well inked. Really, really, really well inked. And it starts out splotchy and then dries really nicely, but I want to make sure that I got the best opportunity. Still not having worked with these stamps very much. Okay, and I want it to try and go. Alright, and let's make sure I get this ink down as best as I can. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. And let's see. Oops, that's not the one. Oops. Okay. Is that the one I wanted, or... No, this is the one I wanted. Goodness gracious. The only one I didn't have the papers pulled out of course. There we go, and there we go, and there we go. Easy as pie. Okay. So I'm just going to place this where everything looks normal. Nice, not normal. Okay. Just going to get, actually, where's my quickie? My quickie pen. One of these was working and one of these was not. I think this is the one that's working. Is this the one that's working? Or is this the one that's working? Huh. Yeah, neither one of these. It's one thing, you buy these, there it goes. You buy these and, don't buy stuff just to buy it, because then when you go to work, use it, it's dried out or doesn't work. Now these came in 2-packs, I believe, and that's why I ended up with 2. But, like my girlfriend and I, we usually always share stuff. Like if there's 2 of them, I'll give her one or something like that. But she already had these. But, if you got that, if you can share product, because this stuff does dry out. And, then you're just stuck with, you spent this money and you couldn't really use the product. And then, face it, we all know it gets very expensive. I'm just trying to get enough glue on here so that it'll hold, because I'm also going to be putting some of these hearts from the other things that I make sure that one gets thrown away. Okay, get my tweezers here. And pull that down just a little bit. And I think I have it where all the verbiage is showing. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to set this little fella right on the heart. And I want to take, I'm going to have him here. I'm going to ink up the very end, where am I here? I'm going to ink up the very end of this stamp. And flip it around, and all I want to do is get it across his trunk, just in that one spot to make it look, hopefully I hit it right, make it look like it's coming through the trunk and he's got a hold of it. And then I'm going to line that up on the card, just like that. And it looks like he's going to be standing on the top. And I'll show you in just a minute. But let's get my pick-me-up. And I'm going to put these different... Just going to put a little bit of... well, let me put some glue right here on the side. And I can just tap it in, lay it down. There we go. Got a little bit on this, little bit on the side. Really? My finger is just a... There we go. Okay, and next... There we go. Another one. Alright, coming along quite nicely. Add some more glue. Okay. Go. This. Oh, I think I picked one. No, it's not quite the exact one that went in there. That was kind of funny though. And let's get one of these. I love how this is quite the simple card, but it's got quite the punch to it. And let's see, one more of these, I think. And there we get that in there. Okay, now the only thing left to do is, let's see, let's do a little bit of dimension on the, get my dimension, where are you there? There we go. I think I've got some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals here. And we'll use a little bit of dimensional on his bum, on his wee little bum. And we'll glue the rest of him down. So I had a little bit of everything today. And I just need to line this up. And there, our little fella, love everything about you. And there's our little fella on our card. Very simple, very sweet. And the only thing is, I think I'll put a little bit of ribbon. So hold on a second.